When President Muhammadu Buhari took the oath of office in May 2015, it was probably his promise to tackle corruption that Nigerians clung to the most, given his towering reputation for intolerance of graft. But a couple of years down the line, and corruption appears to be not only a formidable foe, but also an elusive and invasive one. Identifying and defining corruption in order to pin it down has proven quite tricky, especially in the courts of law, which wield the sword of justice required to slay the monster. As the government of the day began flexing its muscles to grapple with its fearsome adversary, the spectre of corruption reared its head in the highest reaches of the administration.
Most of the contracts awarded by Pine have no direct bearing on the lives of displaced persons apparently languishing in hunger.
A Senate committee probing spending of funds earmarked for internally displaced persons in the Northeast found the then Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, complicit in a 200 million naira grass-cutting contract scam. After some due diligence, President Buhari eventually suspended Mr. Lawal on April the 19th, 2017. That same day, the nation's spy chief, Ayo was also suspended in connection with 13 billion naira discovered in an apartment in a highbrow neighborhood of Ikoyi in Lagos. Mr. Oke, the suspended Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, apparently fell victim to the newly introduced whistleblowing policy of the government aimed at uncovering stolen funds and other corrupt practices. The forces in the fight against corruption also seem to be divided, as the senators steadfastly refused to accept the president's chosen spearhead in the anti-graft campaign, EFCC acting chairman Ibrahim Magu. Even the judiciary has had to face the anti-corruption searchlight. In September 2016, 7 justices were arrested by the Department of State Services in sting operations across the country. At the moment, the nation is still reeling under another of corruption's sleek moves, the return and reinstatement in the Federal Civil Service of the fugitive chairman of the Pension Reforms Board, Abdurrashid Maina. Mr. Maina, who had been declared wanted by the EFCC for pension fraud, has since been fired on the orders of the president. But even the ruling party, the APC, has expressed shock and outrage at the insidious dimensions this menace has assumed. Perhaps the declaration by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo that the anti-corruption fight needs a revival underscores the importance of new and effective tactics to defeat the beast. Charles Eruka, the Channels Television News.